I've seen a lot of discussion recently about the idea of remote auditing, audits in which we never actually meet the client and we just perform it completely at a distance over telecommunications software, over phone calls, emails, scanning, video links for physical controls. So having the client actually film security measures that are in place, or film um, sort of storage arrangements and things like this without us ever actually physically going over there and seeing it. By the nature of the current circumstances we're in, with social distancing measures in place and seemingly will be in place to some degree for the foreseeable future, my feeling is that remote auditing is the way to go, is what we should all be doing, and is, as a profession, the best course of action right now. I really don't see much difference in doing a remote audit and physically going out and sitting there and doing it in person. So I see teams that work across multiple nations. So they work in Asia, Europe, America, and they're physically flying out and doing audits, and they do it with a global company, and they work all around the world. So they're going out there, but the value in actually going out there and sitting with the person is questionable to me, because considering all the cost involved, I don't think that a remote audit would ever be as good as an in-person audit, don't get me wrong. But the only difference I feasibly see is that we don't get the high context interaction in the same way. So we don't get a feel of the culture. We don't get to sit and watch the person's body language, and we don't get to see how they interact with their team, and we don't get to get a look and feel of the atmosphere of the building and of how everyone's interacting with each other, and how things are playing out in person. There's something to be said for that, like, don't get me wrong. But I think everything else, whether it's something you need to physically observe, I can physically observe it over a camera link. Something I need to substantiate, I can see, if necessary, I can have a video of the person, I can have a screen log of the person running a report and showing that they've done it effectively, so it will capture all the transactions that I need, or it will show that they've done it in a proper manner, so that I'll get a fair representation of the activities that I'm testing. So the idea of it being unreliable, I think in 2020 is kind of ridiculous, really. I did one today. We had a quick meeting in the morning, and then I sent a request across of evidence that I need. I looked through, I took out samples, I did data analytics, I reviewed evidence that they sent over by email. We had quick catch ups throughout the day. I could call up, we could sit and we could have a video link conversation, so we can sit and talk to each other face to face. We can just do everything in real time. So what we're providing is real time assurance, and is responsive, and is there's no scheduling, there's no meetings to be had. We can just get started in the morning, get through it, and progress it, and actually a lot quicker, and with almost the same degree of reliability, and with no travel and all the inefficiency and cost that comes with that. And most importantly, I'm carrying on, I'm still there doing my job, I'm still adding value, I'm still visible, I'm still doing something that is useful for the customer. And at times like this, it's more important than ever that we're out there, we're facing these problems together, and we're actively assisting with the solutions to difficult circumstances. So the idea of allowing reduced audit plans, or reduced interaction with clients, or taking leave and furloughing audit staff and things like this, I find it a bit odd for me, and I don't want to criticize anyone. I just wanted to put a post out there to raise the question of, are we going about this the right way? Are we giving enough consideration to the idea of remote audits? Are we being dynamic and flexible enough to really be there at a time when our customers need us? And are we making the most of the technology that's available to us? Are we making the most of the opportunities to really seize the day and show what we can do? I think personally I am. I think the company I work for are. But I want to put this more widely out there to reach other auditors that perhaps I don't get to interact with on a daily basis, and to get your inputs and get an idea of what your experiences have been, and to get an understanding of what your thoughts are on the matter. So yeah, I'd be interested in what you think. Please comment, get in touch. Be interesting to talk about it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.